our children's quiz show from Romania, Where Our Father's Niece, returns at the same time next week. Tonight on SBS, the premiere of the new Serbo-Croatian television series, The Not Home Show, in which popular Serbian personality Goran Kraksput visits the houses of a number of Hollywood movie stars who are not home. In tonight's show, we miss out on meeting Jack Nicholson and Meryl Streep. That's the Not Home Show, a real treat for fans of front doors. Coming up shortly, another in our series of penetrating insights into the lonely world of a Patagonian mollusk herdsman driving his flocks from tidal pool to tidal pool in Feel My Muscles. But first, tonight's movie. A very saucy tale from Yugoslavia's comic genius Branko Quagmire. Carry on up the incinerator plant is full of Quagmire's trademark industrial double entendres, featuring numerous titillating panoramas of heavy-duty, high-temperature furnaces. Literally, hot stuff. Please enjoy with me now.
Поручишь Таня и видео тут на напрувке еще стоят?
Холера, ты старый хуй!
Так это пробка моя Италия!
Шевернади!
Lovable rascal Gonzago, the sardine thief, will be back with more jolly antics from the Canary Islands next week. In tomorrow night's action-packed cavalcade of superb entertainment on SBS, we commence two brand new series. No, That's Me Next to the Wild Beast is a riotous situation comedy from Zimbabwe and follows the crazy capers of a traveling wedding photographer and his pet tsetse fly. As if that wasn't excitement enough, we also have hanging baskets through the ages, tracing these indispensable household fixtures from their primitive beginnings as pieces of rolled-up bark to the highly sophisticated rolled-up pieces of bark of today. I can hardly contain my effervescent fervor. Also, not to be missed under any circumstances tomorrow, the continuing story from Estonia, Blobovic and his magic paint scraper. What a feast. But now a special treat. The great director Ingmar Bergman and pop group ABBA are among the giants of Scandinavian culture. We are swollen with pride to present for you now a classic directed by Ingmar Bergman, our all-night entertainment here on SBS. I hope you enjoyed that feature on Belgian rap group Dry Cleaners with Attitude as much as I did. Looking ahead tonight on SBS, we have another feast of matchless entertainment for you. Coming up later, we cross live to the 19th of October Sports Palace in Budapest for the quarterfinals of the European Weasel Hitting Championship. When Krakow sadistic clash with Hemorrhage Marseille. And to close the evening's amusements, Ranjit Gupta and his Punjab Playboys perform Indian tango music of the 1920s. But first, tonight's movie, another masterpiece from Irish filmmaker Lee Hassau Kwok O'Shaughnessy. Simply titled Teeth, this riotous comedy about the struggles of a simple dentally handicapped peasant family will have you rolling on the floor. I know I will be.
Oh, look at that, Dermot. Will you be looking at that now, man?
What's that then, Paddy?
That potato, that lovely potato, which I can't be eating any of at all.
And what's that?
It's me teeth, man. It's me teeth. Look, this being the holy day of the blessed Saint Bicuspid of Clontarf, I lent me teeth to Father O'Flaherty.
And God bless you for that, me boy.
Father.
Lord have mercy upon us all. Amen.
All is. Now, these darling nuns was passing by, so I've invited them in to share out St. Bicuspid's Day potato. Now, this one here is Sister Dementia, and that one there is Sister Paraphernalia. Right now, have we all got our teeth? Right. Well, the two lovely nuns will be sharing the same set of teeth. As for the rest of us, Father Flaherty, you've got the teeth of Paddy. Dermot, you've got your granddad's. I've got those of my dear sister Bridie, what gave them to me before she died. Right then, let's eat.
Now, just a minute, you mad woman. What am I supposed to eat with then?
Faith, you're an Egypt, Padraig, Seamus, John, Conor O'Leary. You can eat with the dog's teeth.
Oh, so I can have that. Oh, Michael, where are you, Michael? Wait. Oh, there you are, Michael. Here, give me those teeth. Right. Yes. Lovely.
We will have more crazy song and dance fun with the gang from Stump Jump same time next week when we return live to the outrageous San Cristobal leper colony. Later this evening, a deeper look at the bakelite industry of Soviet Armenia than anyone imagined possible in This is the Soviet Armenian Bakelite Industry. That one has me jumping out of my skin. With excitement, and 11:30 can't come soon enough for me. Following that, part 3 of Belgian documentary on a period which art historians have chosen to ignore. That period between 2 o'clock and 3:30 on March the 11th, 1543. But now tonight's movie, the multiple award winner from Outstanding Ecuadorian Actor-Director Chico Tlapcoya. Undoubtedly a masterpiece, Dances with Wool tells the haunting tale of mountain villagers whose only joy comes at the time of the annual llama wool harvest. Get your handkerchiefs out as we bring you the very moving Dances with Wool. to know that we will have more fun from Uruguay at the same time next week when we bring you part 2 of The Man Who Shouts at Bees. I am anxiously counting off the days. Lovers of Yemeni quiz shows are in for a treat tonight. What Am I Doing to the Mongoose is a riot of laughs for the whole family, and you will be paralyzed with mirth when you see the unlucky contestants face the comic military tribunal. Music closes tonight's viewing on SBS with a breathtaking concert by the Cameroon Dead Toad and Tennis Racket Orchestra. These talented Pygmy tribes people will play a selection of popular show tunes using only dead toads and tennis rackets. That's musical magic from Cameroon at 11:30. But first, tonight's movie. The Bulgarian director Todor Stinkybeats suffered severe government reprisals for including controversial themes in his work. He was jailed for 10 years after making What If the Virgin Mary Ran the Post Office? But since escaping to the West, he has been free to pursue his themes. It is with great pride and excitement that we present Todor Stinkybeats' most recent film, The Shepherd.
You say you're frightened of the sheep. You're a shepherd.
No, Father, no. It's not the sheep I'm frightened of. They're just messengers.
Messenger.
Yes, Father. You see, generally, I heard the sheep anti-clockwise on the hour. But on Friday, I heard the sheep clockwise at 15-minute intervals. And the dirt swirled up into the sky, and the clouds parted, and a blinding beam of light shone out of the heavens.
Blinding light.
Yes, Father. And then one of the sheep turned to me and he spoke. But his voice was deep and resonant. It wasn't like a sheep's voice at all. And he said, David! David! Go forth into the desert and slay the six-headed beast.
Six-headed beast?
Yes, Father. Go forth into the desert and slay the six-headed beast. And on the 13th day, take the dust that his sexual organs have become and sprinkle it across the land until all is prosperous and plentiful.
David, you wouldn't be taking any drugs?
Well, yes, Father.
Oh, well, that'd be it then.
And I hope you enjoyed that live cross to the Borneo Headhunters celebrations for the Queen's 65th birthday. I'm sure Her Majesty will appreciate their unusual gift as soon as they finish shrinking Prince Charles's ears. Next up on SBS Tonight is the premiere of a hilarious, wacky program that will be knocking you off your chair as much as it did me. That's Easter Island's funniest home videos. Now for a sneak preview of David Crapon's movie of the week. It's a spine-tingling thriller from Peru about a crazed serial killer, and I trust you will find it as completely mesmerizing as I did. I'm still very much quaking in terror. Please be holding onto your seat as we watch the Peruvian masterpiece, Silence of the Llamas.
La llama no tuvo oportunidad.
Solamente un maniático puede hacer esto.
Llamas muertas no cuentan historias.
¿Quién es este hombre? ¿Es un psicopata?
No,
Es el jefe de policía.
And we'll have more from Jana Trout-Fontler's satanic aerobic workout video at the same time next week. Coming up in tonight's rich pageant of entertainment is the French Guiana and stamp collectors program, Unhinged and Dangerous. This week, Gustav goes mad from licking too much stamp adhesive and eats at Sunday school. But right now on SBS, we premiere the latest work from controversial Welsh film director Griffith Rhys-Llewellyn ap Festiniog. Rhys-Llewellyn ap Festiniog, whose real name is actually Ron Lanferenken Wisties, is renowned for distinctly Welsh films, such as The Spy Who Came In From the Coal and The Boyos from Brazil. Please sharpen your picks and check your canaries as we present Coalfinger.
Oh, this is it, boy, oh, then is it? Trapped under 12,000 tons of rock. We'll suffocate.
No, they'll do something. They'll
what?
Look, something will turn up, boyo. Don't let it get you down. We've still got our lights and our health.
Oh, fine then. Everything's going to be fine then, is it?
Will you lighten up a little? Look on the bright side. We're trapped 3 miles underground in an air pocket. No air to get in and no air to get out. What else could possibly go wrong?
The Adventures of Elke, the paranoid eel, will return tomorrow, when Elke thinks she is being followed by a menacing deep-sea perch. Poor Elke. I hope she remembers that she is electric. As usual, there is an exotic caravan of entertainment on SBS tonight. Later this evening, it's off to the Tripagogo nightclub in Kathmandu for the Nepalese yak butcher's 25th annual dinner dance. Those wacky guys really know how to get down. I've already got butterflies in my stomach just waiting for that one. But first, tonight's movie. New York filmmaker Albert Rentboy is one of the pioneers of the underground movie scene. He first shot to obscurity with the 11-hour epic Death of a Brick in 1965, and his most famous masterpieces like Great Dog Turds in Manhattan. Tonight's film, Brief Encounter, is Rentboy's shattering expose of the fragility of human relationships. Please wallow in controversy with me now.
Excuse me, do you mind if I sit here? Can I be frank with you? I find you enormously sexually attractive.
Yes, you can be frank, because I find you enormously sexually attractive too.
You know, just over there I was thinking to myself, I bet she's fantasizing about me crawling in between her deep, soft satin sheets.
Yes, I was. You look to me like the kind of man who would take me to one of the finest restaurants and buy 2 tickets to the top show in town and then demand to take me home at interval and ravage me abruptly by the open fire.
Yes, I am that sort of man. And you seem to me like the sort of woman who would turn up unexpectedly at the office wearing an overcoat and high heels and whisper to me loudly in front of the boss that you're wearing nothing underneath but an edible G-string 2 days past its use-by date.
Yes, I am that kind of woman. our life could just be this endless exploration of erotic possibility, as an abandonment to sensual pleasure without any sort of moral prohibitions or anything like.
But?
We'd implode. We'd destroy each other.
We'd consume each other's fire and then die.
There's no hope for us, is there?
No hope.
My heart is broken.
I wish you wouldn't do that in front of me and the kids.
We will take another mesmerizing peek into the mysterious lives of the leech eaters of Sumatra when our outstanding series Unpleasant Diets of the World continues next week. Definitely one to look forward to, as I am. Ahead in the banquet of quality entertainment on SBS Tonight, Emil Houtenbeck pulls out all the stops for a crazy carousel ride to comedy mayhem in Belgium's funniest homegrown vegetables. At 10:30. Tonight, Emil sniggers at a suggestively shaped capsicum. We finish this evening with coverage of the World Meditation Championships live from the Himalayas. I know I'll be staying up all night to catch all the action. But first, tonight's movie. French director Jean-Pierre Pathetique has said that he wants to make movies that express the total boredom of French art films. He has succeeded spectacularly with his masterpiece Poo Poo and Mimi Go Shopping for Cheese, which won the Golden Urn for Best Film at the 1983 Cannes Film Festival. It follows the hypnotically exciting adventures of a pair of mime artists and sets new standards of dullness for the French cinema. But beforehand, a curiously disturbing film from the internationally acclaimed Australian documentary maker, Peter Underwear. The director traveled to far north Queensland to secretly film a religious cult who bring their children up to be Laura Keats and Rosellas. I'm quaking in anticipation. Please try to enjoy it. With me now?
Boys, I'm your new teacher, John Keating.
He's a pretty boy. He's a pretty boy.
No! I want no more parrots in this classroom. Look. Carpe Vicus. That's the new motto. Seize the beak.
Spliv Blockney and his singing hands will present another selection of Estonian elk hunting songs at the same time next week. Ahead in the orgy of superior entertainment on SBS Tonight, we present the next in our series of films by Turkish director Yilmaz Hobiglu. Kemal and the Weevil tells the heartbreaking story of a boy who befriends an orphaned weevil, only to have it cruelly snatched from him by the secret police. That's at 10:30, and I am already quivering with anticipation for that one. Great Curling Tongs of the World Tonight takes us on a mesmerizing tour of the hairdressing appliances of Budapest. Also, tonight marks the beginning of advertising on SBS. Naturally, this advertising will comply with our policy of artistic excellence and tastefulness and will not interfere with our programs. So now it is with enormous pride that we present our first commercial break. Now from Holland, via SBS Marketing, we applaud the arrival of a new and exciting, nutritious, low-calorie snack food product with an unmistakable taste that will linger for hours. Yes, it's Dyke Fingers. And not only are Dyke Fingers a perfect accompaniment for a steaming bowl of rookworst or snert, they're useful for day-to-day plumbing disasters around the home. Just pop a Dyke Finger in the offending hole, and Johan is your uncle. Dyke Fingers. Personally, I couldn't go a day without one. Available in either dry or soggy biscuits. I cannot believe we have waited so long for that. Since escaping to England, disguised as a sack of dried peas, Mongolian director Erkut Çiğswiz has concentrated on films evoking the images of horror and desiccated vegetable products that he has come to know only too well. His latest film, The Silence of the Gums, is a departure for Çiğswiz, as the dried peas of his earlier films are almost entirely absent. Please enjoy with me now a preview of The Silence of the Gums.
Those gums nice and numb now? Good. Just relax, you won't feel a thing. I'll have that nasty old wisdom tooth out in 2 shakes. Right, now, just relax. Oh dear.
The flamboyant Keith Floyd returns at the same time next week with another look at hospital food in his wonderful series, Floyd on Life Support. Looking ahead at the lavish embroidery of stunning entertainment on SBS Tonight, I'm deliriously happy to announce a new series of great festivals of the world, beginning at 10:20 with a look at the colorful sheep drowning celebrations in Cappadocia. At 10:45, it's off to the uranium mining district of eastern Czechoslovakia with a riotous new comedy, That's No Radioactive Fungus, That's My Wife. I have taken the precaution of slitting the seams of my dress to avoid accidents as I howl with mirth at that one. But first, to tonight's movie. Children's action films have taken millions at the box office, and the phenomenon is not restricted to America. Norwegian director Gunnar Henriksen has produced a new twist on a popular theme. Please chill out, dudes, as we present his latest work. I hope you enjoyed our home decorating series from Lapland as much as I did. I shall be watching at the same time next week, but I wonder if I can wait that long to find out how to line my lunch room with fresh reindeer tripe. As usual, we have a luxurious picnic of entertainment for you on SBS Tonight. At 9:45, we premiere our new Greek drama series, Weeping and Shouting. Weeping and Shouting tells the heroic story of a family that spends all its time weeping and shouting. Also tonight, the latest work by German avant-garde director Helga Blitzkrieg. Set at the Munich Oktoberfest, the epic thriller Someone to Vomit Over Me is not a film for the squeamish. It features characters from Blitzkrieg's previous film Driving Miss Porcelain Bus and uses involuntary regurgitation as a metaphor for destiny. And that's not the only treat for movie lovers tonight. If one Byelorussian film director has become a household name, It is surely Grugenblitzsplat Nikolonovic, whose mastery of the graphically violent Western in such films as A Fistful of Gizzards, and later The Good, the Bad, and the Severely Mutilated, shocked audiences around the world. At midnight, we proudly present his latest effort, Happy Entrails. But first, something a little controversial. Colorized movies have sparked huge debate, but due to pressure from our many dozens of viewers, we bring you a German classic specially colorized by SBS Laboratories.
Jetzt muss ich gehen.
Ich war so bleiben. Bleibe hier, bitte.
Ich kenne, dass dein Leben ein bisschen topsy-turvy ist.
Meinst du, dass wir einen Hochzeitstag nicht haben werden? Mit Konfetti?
Ich liebe eine andere.
Aber wer?
Der rote Baron.
Oh, Scheiße.
And there'll be more wacky antics with Captain Waldo's dancing sardines at the same time tomorrow. Coming up on SBS tonight, we premiere the controversial British docudrama Drains. Over 7 years in the making, Drains is a brilliant and moving 12-part adaptation of Clive Hare's epic masterpiece, Sewerage and Underground Plumbing in Inner London and Surrounding Areas, 1785 to 1989. In tonight's episode, your host, Claude Plunger, explains the importance of depth and ventilation that was such a hallmark of early body waste conduit systems. And it would be no exaggeration to say that wild plankton could not drag me away from that one. The Quality Fair continues at 9:30 on SBS with the universally appealing What's On in Tierra del Fuego, followed at 9:31 by the avant-garde series Focus on Obscurity. Tonight, German film director Bint Krapp introduces his Fora Art Nouveau piece ingeniously made by dropping a camera in the 4-cycle front-loading industrial washing machine. But first, to tonight's movie. Australian film director Gary Butte's credits include The Man from a Small Creek offering sweeping views of the Australian outback and The Man from a Small Creek offering sweeping views of the Australian outback 2. In tonight's treat, however, Butte explores the themes of love and distraction in an urban environment. Please sit back and enjoy with me now the very tender Get Them Off.
Whoa!
Oh, I am soaked.
Yeah. Look, my shoes are full of water. I don't believe it.
Oh, I haven't had so much fun in ages.
Really?
Yeah, really. It was a beautiful dinner and a beautiful film.
Beautiful storm?
Yes.
No, that storm wasn't easy to arrange either. I've got friends in high places.
Oh, I'm shaking. I am just soaked to the skin.
Suits you.
I better get out of these clothes.
$19, $40, $21. That's a third division prize. I just won $25.
Sadly, that was the last in our popular series, The Greenland Gourmet, but just a reminder that all Dagmar Madjetti's famous recipes are featured in the book More Fun with Blubber, available from SBS Marketing. Next week, we begin a new cooking program with the irrepressible Keith Floyd showing you how to get the best out of slugs, snails, and centipedes. in Floyd on Invertebrates. Looking ahead to the scintillating nebula of distinctive entertainment on SBS Tonight, we honor the independence of the Baltic states at 9:15 with part 1 of our Festival of Baltic Cinema. Lithuanian directing team Gurk and Gronyisbergen Plinth have created a comedy milestone with Mr. Hepatitis Has a Nosebleed. The hysterical tale of a newly elected parliamentarian who is slightly injured by a falling statue of Lenin. I have already doubled my medical insurance in case I burst a blood vessel while I convulse in spasms of mirth at that one. More comedy closes the evening, this time from Germany. That's the overwhelmingly miserable death of Helga Trautmoller at 11:45. But first to tonight's movie, a tragic look at Australian family life by the famous director Fred Pepsi. Please prepare to shed copious tears with me now as we present The Prodigal Son.
Oh, nonsense, Sandra. I won't hear another word about it.
Thank you, dear. That looks really lovely. Really.
Look, Mum, I'm sorry to have to break it to you like this, but you've got to start listening to me. I'm gay!
You're not gay. You're not gay. You like girls. You like girls. What about Liz? She's a girl. You're always round at Liz's place.
Mum, that was 15 years ago. Besides, I was sleeping with her brother.
You're not that way inclined. You're not. Look at you. You've got a man's moustache, and I've never found teeth marks in your pillow.
Oh, look, face it, Andy is a man's man. Always has been. Besides, there's something I've got to tell you too. I've got a $2,000 a week heroin habit. Mostly I just rob banks and grab bags, but I do the occasional pornographic film.
Father, tell me it's not true.
Well, actually, dear, there's something that I've been meaning to tell you. I don't know quite how to put this, but I've been sleeping with your sister.
Ethel?
Yes, Ethel.
Oh, Stan, you lousy mongrel. While I've been doing your cleaning and your washing and your mending, you've been sneaking around trying to get my sister up the duff.
Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late. But guess what? I have the most fantastic news. I can't believe it.
Oh, well, you may as well tell us some good news.
I have been elected parliamentary leader of the Australian Democrats.
Well, I hope you're ready for the fun. Same time next week when another 6 zany contestants from St. Lazarus' Sanatorium battle it out in the wild and kooky talent show Leper Search. Coming up at 10:30 tonight, famous Mongolian television personality Hupyak Dangmak returns with a brand new series of the wonderful world of small outbuildings. In tonight's shed, we discover an old mattress, a lizard, and a spoon, but I don't want to spoil the fun for you when all three are combined. That's Madcap Comedy Mayhem with Hupyak Dangmak, and I am personally taking out health insurance in the very probably likely event that I split my sides laughing at that time. Also tonight on SBS, a real treat for lovers of Latvian documentaries, Ivan Shved-Shopnik's review of post-independence economics in the Baltics continues with filthy demeaning jobs not fit for a maggot. In this episode, we meet a retrenched salt miner who finds God after devoting his life to sticky taping the correct change to cigarette packets. But first to tonight's movie. British comedy writer Mallard Bleak made his name in the 1930s with such hilarious films as Fondle My Double Entendre and No Sex Please We're Dead. Bleak squeezes some cheap laughs from the most overwhelming of tragedies. In tonight's movie, he takes an affectionate look at a nuclear power industry. Please enjoy with me now. Laugh, I nearly died.
You see, Stanley, we're perfectly safe as long as we're careful. But what about all that radioactive nuclear waste, Ollie? All we have to do is put it in big concrete containers and put it at the bottom of the sea and hope that it doesn't leak until we're gone.
But that's a stupid idea, Ollie.
Exactly. Let's do it. Well, that's another fine mischief.
And there will be more fabulous children's entertainment from Sweden, same time tomorrow when Bonko the Clown helps Mr. Policeman with his inquiries. Our landmark series on the decorative bread bins of Eastern Europe continues tonight when your host Dragon Weevildross explores how 14th century Poles fashioned such exquisite bread bins from hand-rolled dung. That's dung and dough tonight at 7:30, and I will be taking medication to combat my restlessness while I wait in anticipation for that one. Also tonight, a fascinating look at Iraqi nightlife when Yusuf Debri hosts Baghdad. So good they named it once. Tonight, Yusuf spotlights the latest dance crazes sweeping the ruins of Baghdad, including the hostage hustle, the car park tango, and the senseless violence polka. But first to tonight's movie. The name Jean-Paul Dildo is synonymous with classical French cinema. His early portrayal of the French as an arrogant race was hailed by the French critics as brilliant fantasy. Please sit back and enjoy with me now his masterpiece, French Lieutenant Slaughter.
Armand, do not weep for me. I go to my death with neither fear nor regret. All I ask for is a decent burial.
Of course, monsieur.
I am holding in my hands the head of the Duc de Malcroissant.
Bonjour, everyone. Hello, boys and girls. How are you today?
Hello, Dukie. What are you going to do today?
Armand, I would like to sing a song.
A song? That would be nice. How would you like to hear a song?
Alouette, chantez, alouette.